Hey, did you hear about that new Batman movie coming out? It's got the guy from Twilight in it. You heard about that?
Oh yeah, that Robert Patrick. I heard a lot of good things about him. I've never seen those movies, Twilight. Never seen a one of them.
You never saw Twilight? Really good film. Really good film. Dark film. Okay, so we're going to look at one of our play sets now. This is we're going to look at play sets. Larry, did you play with play sets when you were growing up?
Well, I never had many play sets. I do remember I had the Billy Barty play set. That was pretty fun, but it wasn't a very popular line.
I never had that one. That one sounds like it's not too fun, if you ask me. Larry, what about you? You got a favorite out there from this century?
Well, I bought this thing. I guess it's a toy. It's kind of like a flashlight, but it feels like flesh. That's what they call it, a flashlight. Now, let me tell you what you do with this thing. First, you pull down your...
We don't talk about that, Larry. We do not talk about that. This is a family show. This is the action figure show.
A time of war.
In 1991, Warner Brothers released a new Robin Hood film. This time the hero would be played by American actor Kevin Costner. The film was directed by Kevin Reynolds. With a summer release, Warner Brothers was looking for Robin Hood to do what Batman had done for them a few years before.
And I was deeply disappointed in this picture, which I thought was badly acted, written, and directed. I don't think it looked good either.
The story of Robin Hood had been told on film many times before, but this time they wanted to change things up some. Director Reynolds said he wanted to do a more Indiana Jones style film with Robin Hood.
Director Kevin Reynolds has an annoying habit of shooting everything tight, so there is little grandeur in the film. It also is a dark-looking film. The sheriff's wisecracks also continue, even during his attempts to rape Maid Marian. I thought that was in particularly bad taste.
Costner and Reynolds had a friendship before filming, and once Kevin Costner saw Reynolds' name attached to film, he jumped on board. The two worked well together. The only real disagreement they had was about Robin Hood's accent. Costner felt that Robin Hood needed the accent from his homeland, but director Reynolds felt Costner doing an accent would be distracting to the viewers. Sadly, what came out was a mixture of both.
Surely the Lord has the charity to spare a few barrels for good Christian men. Yes? We have much to celebrate.
Rumors even before the release of the film was going around Hollywood about Kevin Costner's performance, and the accent came off as more LA than UK. Warner Brothers kept boosting the film, trying to boost Kevin Costner's performance, as they felt the film's villain, Alan Rickman, was stealing the film.
Every time Rickman appeared on the screen, at least I was grateful because I expected to be entertained,
Yes.
which wasn't the case with the rest of the film.
Warner Brothers was unhappy with Ryan's edit of the film and locked him out of any further edits, causing Reynolds to walk away from the film weeks before the release.
This movie was a dismal, murky disappointment for me.
Yep.
With a $48 million budget, the film would bring in $36 million, making it the second highest grossing film of 1991, just behind Terminator 2 Judgment Day. However, the reviews were pretty mixed.
2 thumbs down for the murky, violent, and disappointing Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which misses the magic of the great legend.
Attacking evil with the swiftness of an arrow. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
To help promote the film to kids, Warner Brothers turned to the one toy company that knew how to promote an action figure movie toy line, Kenner. Kenner was pressed for time, but promised Warner Brothers they would have a full line of toys at stores before the release of the film. Using parts from the Superpower and Star Wars toy line, Kenner was able to keep that promise. The toy line consists of action figures and play accessories. The figures were Robin Hood with a crossbow and Robin Hood with a longbow. Due to the rush time frame with Kenner, a non-looking Kevin Costner head for Robin was first released. It was quickly changed to the Costner-like head a few months later, but both heads can be found on both of the Robin figures. However, they all seem to be common. Azim with sword, Friar Tuck in robes, Little John with staff, and Will Scarlet rounded out the heroes of the set. The villains were the Dark Warrior with axe, and the Sheriff of Nottingham with sword. There were 2 small accessories, a net launcher and bowler bomber. A battle wagon was also released for the figures to ride in or ride on. The playset of the line was the Sherwood Forest. This was the crown jewel of the action figure line. Even if it's mostly a retooled Ewok village from the Return of the Jedi line, it was far superior than the previous Star Wars release. Kenner also released a role-playing Sword and Dagger. However, that toy made a lot of the year's unsafe toys list, causing many stores not to carry the item. The figures looked great and had a lot of play value. However, the film seemed to be aimed more for a mature audience than one buying the action figures.
It really depresses me to think that a lot of children will go to see this movie, and they're going to see decapitations, they're going to see amputations, they're going to see people burned alive, they're going to see that particularly distasteful rape scene.
That, along with mixed reviews, caused the Robin Hood action figure line to end up on clearance shelves by the end of the summer. Kenner seemed to also overproduce the line, as you could find them at discount stores like KB Toys for years after 1991. A second series of figures were planned, but Kenner canceled the line due to poor sales. That's a look at the failed movie toy line, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. As always, please subscribe to the channel, thumb up so I know you like my content, and we'll talk again soon.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Junkman.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.